Hi everyone, my name is Cara Horn and I'm the Cherub Choir Director here at Christ Church in Greenville. Today I'm going to read you a story out of the Bible about God's creation, and we're going to learn a little bit about a very important tool that God used that He also gave to us when He created us. So I'm going to start in Genesis 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth didn't have any shape. It was empty. Darkness was over the surface of the ocean. At that time, the ocean covered the earth. The Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good. He separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and He called the darkness night. There was evening and there was morning on the first day. Then the story goes on to tell about some of the other things He created, and I'm going to skip to the part where He created people. Then God said, "Let us make man in our likeness. Let them rule over the fish in the waters and the birds of the air. Let them rule over the livestock and over the whole earth. Let them rule over all of the creatures that move along the ground." So God created man in His own likeness. He created him in the likeness of God. He created them as male and female. Did you notice what tool God used to create? Sometimes when I want to create something, I might get out my knitting needles and a ball of yarn if I want to create a scarf or a hat, or maybe if I wanted to scramble some eggs, I would use a skillet and a spatula. Or if I wanted to make a pretty picture, maybe I would get out a piece of paper and some crayons. What did God use when He wanted to create the heavens and the earth and everything that lives in it? Did you hear? One of the first things that it says that God did, He said, God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. So what was His tool? It was His voice. He used His voice to create the heavens and the earth and you and me and everything that's around us. And those crayons and those paper, all of that was created by God's voice. He didn't need any other tool. So one of the ways that God made us in His image, like the end of today's story, was that He gave us also a voice that we can use, and we can be creative with our voices. So today we're going to learn some things about our voices and how we can use them to glorify God. Follow after me. I'll say, "This is my speaking voice." This is my speaking voice. Let's try that again. So I want you to do it with me, all right? This is my speaking voice.
This is my speaking voice.
This is my speaking voice.
This is my shouting voice.
This is my shouting voice.
This is my shouting voice.
This is my silly voice.
This is my silly voice.
This is my silly voice.
This is my whisper 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 voice.
This is my singing voice.
This is my singing voice.
This is my singing voice.
Do that one again. This is my singing voice. This is my singing voice. Very nice. So, I don't know if you noticed, but I did my hands like this while I was singing. I'm not going to tell you exactly why I did that, but I want you to get familiar with this hand symbol and this hand symbol. And I want you to notice that when I use this hand symbol, I'm singing this note. And when I sing this one, I'm doing this note. So this note and this note. So every song I sing today, in today's lesson, I'm going to be using this hand symbol and this hand symbol. And if you catch on to what I'm doing, you can try doing that with me. This note, this note. So, this is my singing voice. This is my singing voice. Good. And we're going to sing some songs that have those two notes in them, but I'm only going to give you the hand symbols for those two notes. All right, here's one you know. Jesus loves me, this I know. You know that one? Jesus loves me, this I know. I know you know this one. So if you know this one, try singing it with these little hand motions that I'm doing. Jesus loves me, this I know. Very nice. Now we're going to talk about creating our own songs using these two notes. So we're going to show how we can be in God's image by creating alongside of Him with our voices. So maybe I'll make up a song about a bird that I saw in a tree this morning. The bird was blue, it was pretty. Or maybe I'll make a song about my favorite food. Macaroni and cheese. Maybe I'll do a song about how much I love my mom and my dad. So I might say, I love Mommy, I love Daddy too. And now you can go make up your own songs. You don't have to only use the notes that I gave you, but if you choose to use those notes, practice using these two motions with those notes. Goodbye. See you next time.